Hello from Fort Pierce. I'm looking at this Nordhavn 50 single engine trawler. You can see the big propeller, the skeg, the large rudder, and then you can also see that cutout in the rudder, that circle right there. That is where you'll pull the shaft out. So instead of having to remove the rudder to take the shaft out, you just drop the propeller, turn the rudder hard to port, hard to starboard, and then you pull the shaft out through that circular hole right there. Some other interesting things, you can see the color on the propeller. That's prop speed. Think of it as something like Teflon coating on the propeller, so the barnacles and all of the seaweed will slip and slide off of the propeller instead of adhering to it. Here we have a stern thruster on the starboard side, and you can see these cups right here. These cups are to prevent it from sucking air, and there's two propellers, one port and starboard, and then that zinc. It's actually not a zinc, it's an anode, because that's an aluminum anode, not a zinc anode. Zinc is like saying Xerox and Frigidaire. It's a full displacement boat. It has stabilizers. You can see the active fin stabilizers there. And a really curious thing on this boat, not just the bow thruster, but the bulbous bow. See the bulbous bow right here? This was originally thought to prevent the boat from porpoising, bouncing up and down like a porpoise, but it's also known as a speed bulb to extend the water line of the boat and help it go a little bit quicker. On a 50-foot boat, it won't really go that fast, but on a 1,000-foot supertanker or a container ship, it will give it a considerable more speed, maybe 1 knot, 1.5 knots. And if you don't think that's much, just think if you're going to go from the Pacific Ocean across to Asia or back to America's western Pacific coast, 1 or 2 knots over 4,000 miles is a lot of speed. If you want to learn more about cruising, bulbous bows, bow thrusters, or active fin stabilizers, you know who to call. Ask Captain Chris.